overall, your thoughts on how the defense played last night?
For 3 quarters, I felt we played really well. That first quarter, we wish we could have had a lot of plays back. It was just some reason we were a little scrambled on defense, but we pushed through it. We weathered the storm, and we got back to our style of football. And so it was a fun game to be a part of. A lot of lessons to be learned from that game. Good, bad, and ugly. Build on from it. Learn from my mistakes, and get ready for a big game this weekend.
Did you feel like that was your best game playing complementary football this season as a team?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, you saw it. We was down 17. The offense started moving the ball. We got the safety, and we got some timely interceptions on defense. But just love watching the offense move the ball like that. Looked really good. The run game was going. Zach was moving around with a lot of confidence. So, I mean, no surprise to us. So, we just got to keep building from it, on all phases of our team. Like I said, it was a lot of good plays out there. We definitely left some plays on the field, and I'm sure every player and every coach would say they wish you could have one play back. But, that's part of the game. That's part of learning. That's part of growing and getting better every week. You give Super Bowl champs 17 points, it's hard to come back from, and we did that, and we had our chances. So, like we always say, there's no more victories, but like I said, a lot of things we can learn from. So just take this momentum and take the good plays and take the stuff that we have working for us right now, and let's take it to the West Coast.
CJ, how tough were those calls on that last drive? The penalty on Sauce, he was pretty mad about it, and Jermaine not getting the holding call there.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, it's not the first, it won't be the last call that teams won't get, but it's part of the business. We always got to look at ourselves before we get in that. And, what kind of situation could we been in if we got off the field earlier? Heat of the moment, end of the game. Those things gonna happen. You wish you wouldn't. Wish you could just play it out, but we can only control what we can control. So it just is what it is, and I feel like at least for me now, it's out of the way. So we just gotta move forward. Got a big game this week, so definitely looking forward to coming back with a victory.
Are you kicking yourself over that one almost pick there when Kelsey when you're covering Kelsey?
Yeah, a little bit. The Kelsey and Mahomes, we know their combination is just deadly. So I was in between of trying to jump the route and watch Kelsey. He did a little jerk route, so I guess he fooled both of us, because when I look back, I just saw the ball in my hands. But I got my pick. So at first, for a little while, I was down my hands for a second. So I'm happy I got that one out the way, man. But we just got to keep making those plays. We do our job, and offense, they're gonna do what they do, and we're gonna do what we do. But when we have the opportunity to jump on them, we have an opportunity to make that big play, turn the field around. We just got to do it more times than not. So I'm just excited. We still optimistic. We ready to go. It was a tough game, man, but it was a fun game. Now I must say, just that atmosphere. I can barely hear my calls in my helmet on defense because the crowd was getting after us. I mean, that's what we play these games for. That's what we live for. That's why we do the things we do and make the sacrifices that we make, just to be able to enjoy that moment. And just know that those close games, we're gonna turn those around, turn them to victory. So man, just a small step for us.